You ready to go, Bugaboo? Let's go. Bye, babe. Love you. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday and I am back in my classroom. I was actually here yesterday. Decided not to vlog yesterday because I didn't think I was going to be able to. So we got together as a team, myself, Jamie, and Kim, the 3 members for the MAC team. We all got together yesterday and we just started planning some things out. We went out to lunch. We wrote down some to-do lists. We started kind of brainstorming through our schedules and our ELA block and what do we want it to look like. And that was really about it. I did, while all of this was going on, because I am definitely one of those people that I like to hop around as I'm talking to people. I can't just sit still. So I did make a very big mess and started cleaning things out. Here is some evidence from yesterday. These are all of my dress-up clothes. Well, not all of them, I'm gonna be honest, I have more. But I have a little collection of dress-up clothes, and all of these were just kind of stuffed inside of a closet because I never took the time to organize it the last 2 years. But I will show you what my closet looks like now over here. On my one side, I have a very nice, clean closet. On this side, I still have all of my picture books that I use. So any kind of picture books that I would like to use for any of my read alouds, I still have them in here. I haven't cleaned this out. I'm gonna wait to do this a little bit later. But I am very excited at the fact that I have my school jacket here. I have my broom. I would love to get a little vacuum to put inside of there, but we'll see. And then I have all of these little necessity items. Toiletries, anything that I can think of that I might need. I have them in here. I do need to write down that I want to bring my extra pair of eyeglasses and stick them inside of that little case just because you never know. This past year I had a lot of issues with my eyes, so I want to keep some extra eyeglasses here. And although those are not the most attractive, they're very, very, very old, I feel like it's gonna work. And if I need to wear eyeglasses, then I have somewhere to be able to put them. I do have some eye solution, contact solution, and I also have a contact case in there. Just need to get my eyeglasses. I should probably write that down. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm focusing on working on some of my closets. I do have the 2 student closets pretty much cleaned out. Closet number 1. Oops, sorry baby. And closet number 2. That's not gonna stay in there. I just wanted to leave it in there until I made the wall. And then all of these are board games that I gotta go through and sort. I am also currently waiting for both of my partners to get here. We are, going to work on supplies and then spreading out some of the supplies. When we first started the MAC team, we wanted all of the supplies to be in one room so we knew where to get them from. We're not doing that this year. So what we're gonna do is all the supplies that I have in my room, we're gonna kind of disperse between the 3 rooms. And then that way we have a better idea of what we need to have for our Office Depot order. So we wanna do that. And then I also want to start working on this closet. Get ready, y'all. Oh, it has a lot of binders in it. I really got to get it cleaned out. So I'm going to probably start working on this closet unless they start coming in to paint my room because they're painting my room. So I need to get to work. I felt like there was something else that I was going to tell you. Oh, yes, there is. Tonight, if it looks like we're not going to end up having rain, it said it was supposed to rain all day today. It's not raining, but today was supposed to be popsicles on the playground tonight. So at I think 6:30 we were going to have the kids, we invited the kids to come out to be able to play Foursquare with us, and then also to have some popsicles to kind of relax. It's just like a get together for the kids. That is supposed to be for tonight. However, like I said, it's supposed to rain, not supposed to rain. We're just kind of watching the weather at the moment. So we're just gonna kind of go with what we see later on. I think by 12 o'clock we said we were gonna call it or not. So that's the other piece of it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started on this closet so that I can hopefully get a little bit done. I don't want to stay here all day today because I have a lot of schoolwork to do. I started a new class yesterday and I'm already stressed out about it. I have to get myself ahead of the game so that I'm not stressed out. That is my hope for tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work.
2, 3, time do it over again. Just turn back, time do it over again. We need to turn back, time do it over again. I know, you know, you know, I know. Oh, yeah. Hey, oh, I know the way you are. Hey, oh, like all the others.
Okay, so my partner Kim came in and we were just kind of chit-chatting for a little bit, trying to decide on this evening's weather. I think we're gonna end up just canceling it because the storm is supposed to hit pretty big and it's right around the time that we're gonna be outside. And because we cannot, like, we can't get into the building, we can't like safely get everybody in if it is a very bad storm. And what they're saying online and on the news is that it's going to be a big storm because it's a cold front. So we are gonna just end up canceling it, which is okay. It's sad that I'm not gonna be able to see the kids, but the kids are coming on Mondays, so I do get to see some of them there, and I'm chit-chatting with them online through our Schoology account, so I'm just gonna have to be okay with it, and it's probably a really good thing and a good sign because I really need to get some schoolwork done. So I have now cleared out, for the most part, my closet, and I think what I'm gonna do is just stick to having all of my binders here. So that is what I'm just gonna focus on trying to get loaded up. Some little boxes up there with different activities. I probably am gonna put some different of the clear shelves that I have, or containers that I have, that has some of my curriculum / games in there, and then I'm gonna put down some of my binders over here in this little area. I did have like games. If you remember a couple of years ago, I did have a bunch of games that were up in this little spot, and then I also had like my book club books that were up here in this little section. So I'm gonna end up moving those into a different spot in the room because I do want it to be just very focused, so that if I'm looking for something very in particular, like something to do with curriculum or lessons, I know to come to this closet. All right, so I'm changing up my labels just a little bit. I realized that, one, I'm really bad with making labels. Mainly for the part that I am just a little bit too lazy to create a really pretty little label, go onto the computer, well, one, remember to go on the computer and type out my label onto this really beautiful label, and then 2, print it in color on cardstock, and then 3, laminate it, and then 4, cut it out and then somehow adhere it to all of my binders and containers. So I'm going in a much simpler route, and it's something that I've really loved, and I finally purchased it at the very end of the school year last year. But it's my little Dymo embossed label. Yeah, it takes a little bit because it's one of those mechanical where you have to, it's like the old dial phones where you have to like move the letters to punch it. But I think it looks nice, for one. You see it, like, it looks nice, and 2, it's really easy. Like, I just keep these, and then if I have to make a label, I make a freaking label and I'm done. There is no computer, cardstock, color printer, laminator, and scissors involved in any of it. So this is what I'm gonna do from now on with all of my containers. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get 4 more of these to put up here in this little section, just for like any games or activities. Typically like the math games and stuff I'm gonna place in those containers that are up there. And so I'm gonna get 4 more of the little clear ones, and then I'm just going to use my embossed Dymo printer to make all the labels for my binders. So I'm gonna start working on that. I think those are all of my binders for the most part, which is kind of nice. It's a lot of binders, but I can condense later on throughout the year, like as I'm realizing this is what I need and this is not what I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making my labels. Yay! I should have some Taylor Swift going. Y'all, I'm seriously loving how much more simple this is. I like the look of it. And it's just, it won't ever change. I still have a ton to go. But I really like just how simple it is. It looks great. I still have a big mess. All right, I'm gonna get some more cleaning. It looks like it's about to rain. Okay, so here's one closet that I was working on. It has binders, it has curriculum, anything that I would need in order to create one of my lessons. And then on the other side, I decided to start cleaning it out. And it was pretty easy to clean this one out too. Right now I have my book club books that are up in the very first 2 sections. Then I have the games. So these are like my Jengas, my yo-yos, things to that extent that I will use for different activities. I have empty containers for when I need to use them for any type of group work. And then I have, yes, hula hoops and beach balls. Overall, I'm feeling really, really good about the 2 closets. I think there's somebody at my door. So we had a little bit of an injury, and Blaney is okay. They were playing hide and seek, him and Kim's daughter, who's here as well. And they were playing hide and seek. Blaine decides to go into a closet. He tries to shut the door. He smashes his finger. Luckily, we had a little ice pack inside of the fridge. So he is fine. He went back over there, started playing. We just said no more hide and seek for right now. So the room is starting to get a little bit better. I did go through and start organizing and taking out some things in my bottom cabinet. So here is kind of like this is a small group area, and I have these cabinets down here at the bottom. So this one was pretty clean. I don't think we had too much stuff inside of it. So I have the laminator, I have my paper cutter, we have the calculators down here, and some what are those called? That's a book stapler, and then my hole puncher and my stapler there, and then a smaller cutter too. So this is gonna pretty much remain the same. And then on this side, this one, y'all, was a hot flippin' mess. So I had all kinds of stuff just shoved in there. So I took everything out and ended up organizing it into different piles. So I had composition books, smaller composition books, file folders. Like, these are like 1 pocket Smeed pocket folders. Like, it's like a pocket folder like this. We had file folders, envelopes, we had normal folders, we had binder, like, what are these called? Binder tabs, and then we had some black folders in there as well. So like all this stuff was in there, so I ended up taking it out and organizing it. Alright, I'm at home. I have yet to do my makeup, so please don't judge my awful like dark circles that I have going on in my eyes. It's just my jeans. The way it is, sorry. But I did take a shower. I've gotten dressed. My partner Kim is going to be coming and picking me up in a little bit, because today we are heading towards Penn State to go to a mass customized conference, which I'm very, very excited about. I had to leave the school a little bit early yesterday, earlier than what I thought, because you know who was not acting the absolute best. So I got a little frustrated towards the very end of it, had to just leave my room the way it was. I was trying to video and then I ended up getting cut off. So it is what it is, life of a mom. I take it with a grain of salt and then we just move on. Anyways, so I left a little bit earlier than anticipated. I'm gonna go back. I think we're gonna try to spend a couple of hours at the school, and then we're gonna leave from the school to go towards Penn State. It's a few hour drive for us, so we have a nice long car ride. Right now. Yes, baby, you're gonna go to Hetty's. Daddy went to go pick up milk so that we can have something for breakfast. And you have to wait for Ian, okay?
First, wait for Ian.
Are you done? Okay, so I have been ferociously working since I got home yesterday on my school stuff. School again. My second class in my degree, if you have not been watching for a while, I started back to get my master's in curriculum instruction and assessment with Millersville University, which is like a fairly local university for me. So I am getting my degree, my master's degree, and I had taken one course. My first course was an advanced psychology course. Holy moly, that was intense. Now I'm taking a research methods course. So I'm just started this week. Monday was the first day. I had a discussion due on Monday. And for some reason, I don't know what my brain was thinking, but I didn't think about it until probably like 10:30 at night.
Mommy.
So I got it done though, either way. What's up, Buttercup?
What's that?
I don't know. Go throw that away. It looks gross. Go throw in the trash.
Oh, that was for my body inside.
Oh.
That was my sheet.
We should read the book parts because you would love it. So I had a paper that was due this morning. It was a background information paper. Like, we try to do it in an APA format so that she can give us feedback. I have a discussion board that's also due by this evening, and then I have to reply to 5 people by tomorrow evening. So I'm gonna be taking my computer because I have to do some schoolwork while I'm out. I'm right now currently working on trying to get my discussion board done. I just started it, and then I took notes. I did my reading last night, and I took notes on that chapter that I need to have for this discussion last night. So it was very interesting, actually. I'm gonna show you guys how I take my notes, I guess. My makeup situation
Mama.
right now. Hi, honey. You gonna say hi?
To who?
To the camera. To everybody that's watching. Say hi.
Hi. Wait, who is that? Who's that? Mama. Wait, who's that right there?
That's you.
Nah.
This is me.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, that's somebody else.
No, it's you.
No, that's you.
All right, why don't you go get something to drink? Go. Adios. 3, 2. Thank you for following directions. Okay, so for those of you who know, I really like the app GoodNotes. I like how user-friendly it is for me. I've had like gone back and forth on Notability, and I just am not a fan of Notability to some extent. So I have been using GoodNotes, which is what I used for my note-taking. It's not the best of the best. Woohoo! Close the door. So one of my favorite pieces that I love to do with this new, trying to figure out how to do it. Okay, here we go. So something I really like to be able to do is I swipe up and then, sorry, husband. Hey. Okay, so what I like to do on this app right here is I swipe up, and because I actually rented my textbook from Amazon, I can take my textbook and make it into half. So I just kind of drag it and hold it, and I can make the screen, you know, skinnier, wider, and it can go right in the middle, which is really nice. So what I end up doing is, as I'm kind of reading through my textbook, I will kind of highlight, I will take notes. Let me see if I can have... There's some spots where I really highlighted there. These were just kind of some case studies that I was going through, and they were really, really interesting, by the way. And then I will take any notes that I feel like are really interesting. Here I did a little screenshot of it because I felt like it was really important and relevant to what I was doing. And then I found out that in Kindle, I was able to look at my notes. So here are all of the highlighted pieces, and then I can add notes to my highlighted, which is kind of nice. And then I can also send it to my email and print it, which is really, really awesome, because then I can just save it in my notebook. Really, Lane? So that's how I pretty much do my notes and my readings for my class. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is spend the next little bit before before Kim gets here, and I am going to just work on my discussion post and then hopefully eat some cereal. All right, here we go. Made it to the school. I'm gonna spend about an hour and a half here before we start heading out to go to Penn State. I wanted to try to get a little bit more organizing done. I wasn't able to do my discussion for my class, so I also need to work on that for a little bit. So as I clean and I'm thinking about the discussion, I'm gonna just kind of type right there and clean up at the same time. I'm gonna try to be like productive, and what is it called when you multitask? I'm gonna multitask, or tip to multitask. So I'm gonna try to focus on the front of the room, because the front of the room, I can't even walk in my room at the moment, and it's driving me like nuts. I finally was able to get a container to be able to put a lot of like my dress up clothes. That sounds really weird for a teacher to say that, but I'm saying it. So I have a container for my dress up clothes for it to go into the closet that it was already in. So I'm gonna work on getting all of those into the basket or bin and then putting those away. I made this when I was in school. Ah! We did this for retelling. It was super cute.
Standing on the porch in the night, thinking how we used to be way back in time. In time.
We made these when we were in kindergarten. So we would have the kids wear black, and then we would pin this on, and then we would have like a little bow that we would make to make them into Dr. Seuss. Cat in the Hats. Super fun.
Can you remember when we were young and free, like queens up on a thrones? Never surrender, we're having too much fun. Could feel it in my bones. I was never
Y'all, I am making severe progress here. Like, my front of my room is actually starting to get cleaned out. I found my curtains, so I put those up. As you can see here, all of the clothing and the felt, all of that is pretty much gone. I do have a few pieces here that I gotta clean up, but still it's pretty gone for the most part. The big cart is gone. I need to put that felt up that's over there. That chair needs to go away. But like literally for the most part, it's getting pretty clean. Now, I have only worked on the back 4 closets as far as organizing them and getting them cleaned out, and I think I'm just gonna stop today. I'm not actually gonna open up any of the other closets. I'm gonna be really honest with you. That closet is gonna be a beast. So I'm just gonna hold off on that closet for right now. The other like closets, I've like touched on it a little bit here and there, but they still need some kind of touching up. I think what I want to focus on is just getting everything else cleared up, deciding what I want to keep, what I want to like get rid of, get this cleaned up, and then I can start worrying about the other closets. I just worry that if I open up the other closets, I'm gonna make an even bigger mess. I have yet to write anything on my discussion post, so I should probably stop for a minute, think about that, and write something. So far, I'm not doing so great at this whole multitasking thing, but that's okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I work behind my table, like small group area first. So here is my small group area now. And here is the after. Pretty cleaned up, right, y'all? It's looking good. I have some folders and composition notebooks that I need to take over to Kim's room. So I'm gonna take those over to her room and then I'm gonna come back, and I think I'm just gonna sit down and not do anything else. For the most part, I actually got a lot done today. I am pretty impressed with myself, and I still have like 30 minutes left. So I'm gonna probably sit down and just get some work done on my like discussion board, and then we're gonna be heading out to go to Penn State. Okay, so we have just finished up. I went out and watered the plants really fast before we go. Jamie is gonna be coming in tomorrow morning to water them since she's not going to the conference with us. Her family's in town, so she said she can pop by real quick in the morning to get that done, so that's good. So I feel really good about what I was able to get done today. I'm gonna show you just again a really big like view of what all I was able to get accomplished today. Truly, the organizing just all happened kind of in the front of the room. I got rid of a lot of the stuff that was just kind of sitting out. I didn't really want to focus on any of the cabinets just yet because I had taken out so much stuff. So this is kind of what my room looks like at the moment. And then I have this little small group area here in this spot, but then that's really about it because all the other stuff is still behind me. That is totally okay because I feel really good about especially my closets that are in the very back of the room. Those are very organized and I feel really good about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up for me, and I will see you all next week for some more organizing slash maybe we can start getting into some decorating of my classroom. I don't really know. We'll find out. Other than that, I will see you all next week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Really? Oh, kid.